Thank you, Elon.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself.
Thank you.
Elon Musk just betrayed me and stabbed me in the back. What a joke of a guy he is. I thought I could trust him, but he pulled a Zelensky on me and aired me out in front of the public. So he could take his shitty little electric cars and leave my office. If I see him in the White House again, I'm going to use that special button that's under my desk and get him kicked out.
So good morning, guys. Good evening once again, and good afternoon from whichever part of the world that you're watching me live from. This is SÄxual, and remember the platform is called Africanization Data. All right, let's dive into it straight. It is getting hot between President Donald Trump and his biggest friend, Elon Musk. Wow. Let's watch this clip now.
A little special something we have here.
Just 6 days ago in the Oval Office, Elon Musk ended his tenure as Donald Trump's cost-cutting czar with affection and this golden goodbye.
Thank you, Elon.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself.
Thank you.
Musk's brief during his 130 days at the White House to cut government spending. So when President Trump announced his so-called big, beautiful spending bill that would increase the nation's debt, Musk called it an abomination.
You know, I was disappointed to see the massive spending bill.
Earlier tonight, Trump responded.
He hasn't said bad about me personally, but I'm sure that'll be next. But I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot.
And in the last few hours, this war of words has escalated on the social media platforms they respectively own. On Truth Social, Donald Trump wrote this evening, Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his electric vehicle mandate and he just went crazy. On X, just 10 minutes later, Musk replied, such an obvious lie, so sad. Trump also wrote, the easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies. Before Musk then appeared to accuse Trump of covering up his involvement with the paedophile Jeffrey Epstein, writing, time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT.
One of the main concrete things that you've seen is Trump talking about Musk's billions and billions of dollars in US government contracts with SpaceX for launching rockets for Starlink. That is something that could really hurt Musk.
Take over, Elon. Just take over.
This is a feud developing at the speed of social media. Trump has since said he doesn't mind Musk turning against him. But in the space of a few posts, Elon Musk appears to have gone from Trump's first buddy to perhaps his first adversary.
In Africa, we have this saying that claims when two bulls fight, it is the grass that happens to have trouble. I think this is a direct translation of what I'm doing, but I believe it's not supposed to be that way. So yesterday, that is on Thursday, we have all seen what is happening on social media. President Donald Trump, together with his longest time friend, Elon Musk, he really helped him during the campaign season while they were doing campaign, and now he did all these things. But at the back of the mind, Elon Musk knew that at the end of the day, he will be awarded biggest chances to reward himself by President Donald Trump. And of course, this is what has really been happening. But on the other hand, their friendship has really put the American into the biggest problem. The Americans have been crying before the cameras. They're saying life is unbearable in the US. Like it had reached a point whereby they're saying America is no longer a place to visit. It's no longer a place to desire going to stay there. Most of African people, we are always like, when you go to America, that is a heavenly place on earth. But now things had turned around. Now, why? All these things had turned around now. Let's break into it.
Elon Musk just betrayed me and stabbed me in the back. What a joke of a guy he is. I thought I could trust him, but he pulled a Zelensky on me and aired me out in front of the public. So he can take his shitty little electric cars and leave my office. If I see him in the White House again, I'm going to use that special button that's under my desk and get him kicked out. And now I'm going to do the same and expose one of his dark little secrets. Elon Musk uses Gorilla Glue to build all his electric cars. Buying a Tesla is like ordering clothes from Temu. Looks cool in the pics, but falls apart after one use.
Hey, Orangehead. So Elon just stated that you are in the Epstein files, and Kalshi Prediction Markets gives you a 45% chance of releasing the Epstein files this year. So now we know why you're not releasing those files, because you don't want to expose yourself. What do you have to say about Elon snitching you out like this? Thank you, Orange Man.
First of all, Elon is just making stuff up out his ass because he didn't like my mega bill. I'm about to crash his net worth by $100 billion, and his little shitty Tesla shares are about to tank. He has bigger problems to worry about, like taking care of all his baby mamas. And I'm not going to reveal whether I'll release those files this year or not. All I can say is stay tuned to find out.
Elon Musk wants President Donald Trump to be impeached. And why does he want this? He says that President Donald Trump is signing bills that are going to make life to be so much expensive for the Americans. Now, and you see, this bill will be moving from 4 trillion to around 40 billion trillion. That is what have I said? And you see now, this bill will be moving from 4 trillion US dollar to 40 trillion US dollar. You know, that is a times 10 increase. And by this, it means the people, the citizens of Americans are going to suffer even much worse than they're doing right now. As much as we are seeing they're crying. They're saying life is unbearable.
Have you checked on your American friends lately? Because we're not okay. The past 10 days has felt like a year. For so many of us right now, we cannot keep up with all of these horrific executive orders coming down hour after hour, day after day in the first 10 days. Add to that the first commercial plane crash in over a dozen years, claiming the lives of everyone involved. It is genuinely looking bleak over here for a lot of us. We are doing our best not to have our spirits crushed. And as somebody who works in mental health, I can tell you this feels like COVID all over again. It is my job to help other people day in and day out. And I'm struggling. And I know I am not the only one in this position. Healthcare providers in this country are struggling. I know we have so many allies all over the world, and we appreciate it so immensely. And there are so many things that I wish we could take a page from you right now, because in this country, we are going sideways so fast, and many of us do not know what to do to stop it. Thank you for listening. I needed to get that off my chest. Please go ahead and follow me on my other platforms in case this ever gets banned again in America. Go figure.
This is what has made the issue to escalate, the war to escalate, the conflict to escalate between the two friends, that is Trump and Elon Musk. But now, on the other hand, Donald Trump says that Elon Musk wanted to introduce like electric cars to cut across the US. But on the other hand, Donald Trump says he wants to have a variety of the types of vehicle. If you want an electric vehicle, you can purchase that. If you want the one that uses gas, you can have that. You can, But now Elon Musk didn't want that. He is there to ensure that he benefits himself. Everything that the policies that he introduces to the Americans, they are all policies that are going to favor him that are going to increase his net worth. He has been growing all along since President, that is since 2024. He was at around 4 point something, and now latest is at 7 point. His net worth. And you see, by him introducing the Tesla into the market, it means he will even grow much better. So now the rankles are still there, and now we do not know what exactly, or rather at the moment, who is telling the truth. Because on the other hand, Elon Musk says there's a file that Donald Trump is failing to open, and this file involves the sex trafficking. It is involving the sex trafficking, and the file is called Epstein. It's by Epstein Jeffrey file, and that is Elon Musk says it seems Donald Trump is involved in that particular scandal. That's why he does not want to touch on that file, and this one is the one that is doing a mess. It's bringing a mess to the America. And now by this, you see, now Donald Trump says Elon Musk is a very ungrateful person, as much as he has awarded him so many opportunities in his government. Elon Musk is very ungrateful, and now President Trump has threatened that he's going to slash down the net worth from Elon Musk that is worth 100 million. I mean 100 billion USD. So this issue is escalating, and now we are waiting to see at the end of the day who is telling the truth, because now it has reached a point whereby Elon Musk now wants Donald Trump to be impeached. So now, can we say these are the answered prayers from the Americans? Because it is just the other day I posted a video for you, and I was showing you the way the Americans are crying. They are saying most of them, they are living in stores. Business are shutting down for those who are not able to afford the apartments. So now they are living in they're living in what? In their offices. They are talking to their bosses so that they can just live in the offices, corridors, those kind of things. Because some of them, they cannot even afford 3 meals a day. They can only do one. And you see now, back then, people will do one job and they will survive very well in the US. But at the moment, people have more than 3 jobs, but still they're not able to manage the cost of living in the United States. On the other hand, Donald Trump is busy focusing on the matters that concern African. The other day, he was suspending the countries not to enter his into the United States, claiming they are terrorist plans and all those kind of things. So now, if you compare this kind of story that he's trying to put on air, can we say that he is trying to evade what is happening in his own country by covering himself by African stories? Can we say that he is taking advantage of what is happening in Africa, try to so that it covers the internet, so that it trends and it covers what is happening on ground? Well, this is an evidence of a poor leadership. But always we have said that a leader needs to be listening to his people. A leader is the one who listens to the interest of his people just to know how they are doing, what is happening on ground. But at the moment, it seems Donald Trump is ungrateful to that is to the people who voted him into this particular country. I mean, into this particular seat. So now, because he only has one term, can we say this is the reason why he has decided to make his ears to be deaf? Because at the moment he got the chance, what he wanted he got. So, and when it comes to a leader who is working on his first term, they're usually very careful because they want to sustain that seat when it comes to the second term. But in this case, he only has this one term. And remember, he had told his people that he wants to make America great. So in this case, can we really say he is making America great, or he is making America the worst place, and also is making Africa, the US, to be hated by all other nations around him? That is the question that now we are posting, because we are seeing the American citizens, all of them on the internet, they're saying it is better for them to have Ibrahim Traore to lead them. They are saying it's better to have a movement like what Ibrahim Traore is doing, as much as Donald Trump, the same president who is against Ibrahim Traore. What has he done? Because everything that he's doing is totally opposite to what Ibrahim Traore is doing. And now this is really bringing a lot of issues between him and his citizens, between him and all other African nations, if not all, but majority of African nations, especially the Sahel. That is apart from a few nations that have been African nations that have decided to bow low to be used as their puppet. So now the war has escalated. Let's talk in the comment section. What do you think, or rather, do you think Donald Trump should be impeached, as it has been claimed by Elon Musk? What are your thoughts? My name is SÄxual, and this is Africanization Data. Remember to subscribe, comment, and share the clip. Until next episode, bye-bye for now.